You look as if you're locked in. Other people think you're locked in, but you're just not getting enough done. When it comes to the end of the day, you've still got boxes on your to-do list which haven't been ticked off yet. When people see you, they're like, yeah, bro, you're killing it. Well done, man. You're smashing it. But you're actually not. And I was the exact same as you. For some reason, I was feeling the dopamine of taking action. I was feeling the dopamine of being that guy. My friends around me were actually seeing me as that guy. But my actions weren't actually meeting the requirements of that guy. And my results kind of showed for it, but they didn't fully show for it. And this is because you are convincing yourself that you are locked in. You're convincing yourself that you are that guy, which is good. But it's not good when you're not taking the necessary action to do so. It's like visualizing. It's like manifesting. It's like assuming the state, the outcome, but not pairing it with the action. So, I'm a massive advocate when it comes to visualization, when it comes to genuinely just manipulating yourself to actually think you're that fucking guy. But these things are dangerous if they're not paired with action. Because every single time that you do something like this, you do get dopamine. And if you are actually able to program your mind to believe that you have this outcome, then it's going to give you a sense of reward without the action, which this is the main problem. So no, visualization, manifestation, and embodying the best version of you is not the problem. The problem is the talking without the acting. So, now that you understand your current situation, now that you understand I literally went through the exact same thing as you, and I have done multiple times throughout my journey, and I've had times where like people are like, oh yeah, I know you're a busy guy and that, Tony, mate, but can we like meet up at like this and that? Like my friends literally saying to me, yeah, Tony, I know you're busy all the time and that, but we should definitely get a gym session this weekend. And I'm like, yeah, mate, no problem. And I'm thinking, he thinks I'm a really, really fucking busy guy. But in reality, I'm busy, but I'm not as busy as he thinks I am. I'm not as busy to where like I'll need to be like, oh yeah, I'll pop it into my calendar, man. I'll pop it into my calendar for next week. You know what I mean? Like it's not. I wasn't that busy to where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna need to check my calendar and see because I'm fully booked and I've got all these calls booked and I've got all these things to do on Wednesday and Thursday, so maybe Friday, but when I do Friday, it'll need to be at this exact time. It wasn't like that. And that had me thinking, I was like, am I really as busy as, not just I say I am, as I think I am, as other people think I am, as how I look? And when I was younger, and I started my self-improvement journey, I was also the guy that posted the book on its story. Yeah, never read any pages. Read a couple of pages. Got my book. I was like, yeah, I'm going to try and read 5 pages today. Read like 2 pages. Popped it on my story beforehand. I was like, yeah, I'm locked in. The feeling of locked in. I was watching these motivational videos, feeling like I'm locked in. I had that feeling. Yet, there wasn't action being taken. Pardon me. And it's an extremely dangerous thing because you can get so much fucking dopamine from these things. Now, when you receive dopamine and a feeling of reward from motivational videos, from talking, from manifesting, from talking about your goals, saying to your friends, like sending them the TikToks, it's like, yeah, we're going to make it one day, brother, things like that. The very, very dangerous thing about this is that you're getting the dopamine, you're getting the reward. So when you do that, it switches you off from actually taking action because you don't need to take action now. You've already got the result. You're already the millionaire. You've already got a bulletproof mindset. You've already got a killer physique. So there's no need for you to actually take action now. And that is a very dangerous thing because you're not in that position yet. And even when you do get into that position, it's still a fucking dangerous thing because you want to be constantly moving. Like now, I literally have my dream physique. I'm so happy with my physique, but I'm still going to continue going. And if I was to receive the motivation and the dopamine and the reward every single day of, yeah, I already look like that guy, then I wouldn't take action. And in fact, the past couple of months, I've been training as hard as I usually do, but I've been cutting out sets. I've been cutting my workouts a little bit short. Why? Because I'm satisfied with my current physique and I'm like, yeah, I look good. I feel good. And you know what's actually fucking happened? I've actually lost weight. And although I still look amazing, I still fucking love my physique. Honestly, like, so grateful. Thanks to God. I am losing weight and I'm starting to, my strength gains are starting to kind of stop. So I need to push the food back up. And I need to take it more seriously and I need to continue doing the same amount of sets as I was doing before. And I have been the past few days, but for a while there, I was seeing a little decline because I was getting the dopamine of already having a result and I was getting satisfied. So that's a whole nother topic in itself. I can make a full video on how you need to continue to set goals, and you need to continue to raise the bar, and you need to continue to raise your standards and your internal thermostat, but that's a whole topic within itself. So back to what I was saying. When you receive the dopamine and you receive the fucking feeling of being that guy, there is no need for you to take action. So you need to literally, like, it's never going to benefit you any part of your journey at all. So you need to cut off the YouTube motivation. You need to cut off the TikTok motivation. If you don't have an online business where you are either posting content, trying to build a personal brand, or you're generating an income from it, you should not even have social media in the fucking first place. Why? Because you're literally just escaping your own life to try and indulge in someone else's life, to look at what their cars are, to look at what their lifestyle is, to look at X, Y, and Z. You're not actually applying anything. You're not learning anything. And even if you are learning, it's most likely not applicable to your current situation anyways, which I should actually do a full video on that, but I'll skim past this. You shouldn't even have these apps. You shouldn't even have Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook. None of that. You should have LinkedIn and you should have YouTube. You should be posting long-form YouTube and you should be watching long-form YouTube like this with a notepad and pen, writing down the actions that you are going to take, the lessons that you've learned from this video. That way, it actually sticks in your fucking mind and you can apply it immediately. Because there's no point in you watching a 10-minute video like this and then not applying any of the knowledge that you've actually obtained or anything that you've actually learned from this. So, with that being said, let's move straight on to the knowledge, guys. So, in regards of the motivation, the dopamine, you need to stop fucking talking, first of all, until you actually start taking action. Then you can start talking, right? Best thing for you to do, delete these social medias or stop motivational videos. Stop that, first of all. Second of all, stop posting the best parts of your day on your story if you are not taking action from the remainder of the day. Third of all, stop preaching things that you do not do. Stop posting motivational content. Stop posting motivational videos on your story which says, yeah, success takes time and you got to fucking this and that, because you ain't fucking successful yet, so shut the fuck up and stop posting it, right? Stop giving advice that you don't take yourself, because this is going to give you the dopamine. This is going to make you feel like you're that guy when you're not even taking the advice that you're fucking given, right? What else? Let me think. Stop using the word locked in. Stop talking to your friends about, yeah, we're going to make it, bro. Stop fucking saying that. How are you going to make it? If you're going to talk about making it, talk to your friends about how you're going to make it, what you're going to do, and what the fuck are you going to do that day. A lot of you guys will be in the gym with your friend. But yeah, we're going to make it one day, bro. Yeah, bro. Made made £10 off of crypto this morning, bro. Like, talk to your friends. You'd be like, yeah, I've got this idea. Let's fucking take action on this immediately. Let's hit Starbucks straight after this. Let's get the laptops out and let's take fucking action. Instead of being like, yeah, bro, we're going to make it, bro. Trust me, bro. One day, bro, we're going to be personal trainers and we're going to build an empire when we've got good physiques, bro. Like, what are you going to fucking do? How are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? Where are you going to do it? How long is it going to take? What are the fucking nuances within that goal? And then take action. Simple. Every single day, write down your alignment, morning assumptions. Assume that you are that guy. But when you assume, don't just assume the material. You need to assume the standards. You need to assume the actions that he takes. I hold myself to the highest standard in all aspects, areas, attributes, and skills in life. I accept nothing less than to be the highest caliber version of me. I must protect and be capable of protecting my future wife and kids and my current parents and my current family. I provide for my mum, my future wife, and my future kids. I lead hundreds of men within my field into XYZ. I lead my family into XYZ outcome. I serve the world, I serve God, I serve XYZ. Write down things like this. Write down, my brain cannot be hijacked by social media. My brain cannot be controlled by motivational content. My brain cannot be manipulated by outside influences. I do not get distracted from back and forward voice notes from my friends all day. I don't get distracted from messaging my missus for 2 hours in the morning when I'm actually supposed to be taking action. The list goes on. Write down that you are that guy, but write down his characteristics. Write down his standards. Write down his actions. Write down his behaviours, his routines. Write down his habits and adopt them and implement them into your fucking day. Drop them into your morning, your afternoon, your evening within your Google Calendar. Set up a Google Calendar and a daily non-negotiable checklist for success. And then think, what do I need to do to actually step into the shoes of this best version of me? Write daily task list and then write down the fucking tasks. The highest leverage tasks are going to fucking move you there. Then stop talking. Don't post anything on your fucking story until you have been locked in that full fucking day. You've got full momentum and you've crushed the day, because you don't deserve the fucking dopamine from posting and looking like you're locked in and being like, yeah, bro, you gotta wait for success because success takes its time. Like, shut the fuck up and just act. So guys, I hope this has helped you. This is a really valuable one. Love you all. If you want to work with me one-to-one and change your life like I've done with dozens of other men, DM me on WhatsApp 07835261491. We can talk about your goals, we can talk about your problems, what's keeping you stuck, and how I can change that and get you to where you want to be. Or you can add me on Instagram, Tony MC Coaching, and you can see my daily stories where I do my daily process and I post on my story every single day because I'm locked in and I actually deserve it.